On this week's Spotlight Music Series, we'd like to welcome back folk singer-songwriter Stefanie Potter, who's just released her brand new EP, Plasticity. Welcome back.
Thank you. So happy to be here in person.
I know, it was virtual the last time, and a lot has happened just since you and I spoke. But let's talk a bit about you just released a new EP, but you had released your second album just a couple weeks before the pandemic hit.
Yes, I had
timing.
Released, Eden's Embrace literally 2 weeks before shutdown. So I was faced with this, okay, where do I go from here? I, canceled all the gigs that weren't canceled already. And then I decided, well, I've always wanted to learn to make my own music from home, produce my own stuff. Wow. So that's what I spent the pandemic doing.
That's incredible. So for about a year, you were working on this, and then you just released this EP back in October. Congratulations on that. And we're going to be hearing a song from this EP coming up after the break. But that process of learning how to produce your own music, I mean, you're doing the job of, 10 different people. So what was that like?
A lot of research and took some basic online classes, and then a lot of experimenting. And I really feel like I grew with each song that I created with how to make it better. And I did a lot of exploring of new sounds, and it was really empowering as a musician to just have all these things at my disposal.
Yeah, I mean, of course you were kind of thrust into that situation, but really it's probably something that a lot of musicians should know how to do on their own if they haven't been in the studio, for 2 decades learning it alongside the pros. It's kind of a good thing to know, because then you train your own ear, right?
Exactly.
To know what to look for.
Yeah, and I feel like I grew as a musician as a result of it.
Tell our audience a bit about your genre and the kind of music that you do produce.
Yeah, so in general, acoustic-based, folk with some soulful influences, a little bit of rock influence, but honestly, just whatever pours out. And last year with Plasticity, obviously there were some extra hard emotions that we all have been dealing with, not necessarily over, but
we're getting there. We're getting close.
So that kind of poured out through this style of songwriting that I had, and just searching for like hope in uncertain times. And that's the idea with Plasticity, is finding new paths for healing and new steps that I can take despite all these roadblocks and challenges.
That's right, that's right. And you're going to be singing a song for us coming up after the break. What is it called?
Yes, this is called New Song.
New song. New song for a new day. And you're going to be joined by your sister Amanda on the cajon, which we're really excited to hear her perform as well. So we're going to do that after the break. Don't go anywhere.